Welcome to the back
To the back.
to the back
To the back.
podcast. I'm adjusting my mic.
I'm just here.
Hi, just here.
Yeah. Hi. I'm adjusting your mic.
Nope. Yes.
I'm adjusting my mic. Hi.
Nope.
What did you say?
I don't know what I said.
That is what you said. Roll it back and edit this.
No. Which I still need to edit clips from the last episode.
I thought you already did.
No. Because I still have so many from the one before.
Okay.
And it's because welcome back to another episode.
Yeah. Hi.
I'm very sore, and the reason why I've forgotten is because I've been going back to the gym after almost a year of not going.
No, more than a year.
More than a year of not going due to mental health and then also anorexia. So I'm extremely sore, and I've been extremely mentally sore as far as getting the courage to go back. And it's not like the gym was necessarily ever a scary place for me, or it hasn't been since I really first started, since I was 13. But it's more just the uphill battle I know I'll have to do again. I have to start from a whole different perspective in place, and not just approaching it from a physical perspective, but I also have to approach it from a mental perspective.
Right.
Which I feel like everyone should in most things, especially the gym. But it was something I didn't really necessarily weigh so highly when I was going to the gym regularly. But all that to say, I'm extremely sore. I'm very humbled in my strength now. But it's been good going back. I do think if you can, the gym, you should try it. Whether it's not even a gym, just exercising in general, whether it's walking or any kind of exercise. It doesn't have to be some extreme sport. It doesn't have to be weightlifting. It could be yoga. It could be a whole bunch of things. I think it can really help your mood. But as far as my mood right now, I'm sore.
I would say, actually, I think I heard it on Jalil's podcast. I don't remember who her guest was. It was a woman. And it was talking about, instead of calling it exercise, just movement, moving your body. And I've tried to really take that mentality of it, is just have movement for the day.
Yeah.
Of some sort, for at least 30 minutes.
And I never feel good just sitting in all day. I'm oh, I'd love to just sit in all day. But if I'm truly just laying down all day, I start to feel gross. And it's not saying, oh, I have to go out and run a marathon.
Yeah.
But it helps. I don't know. I don't know what this episode's gonna be.
No, I mean,
come into any plan. Go Walz. Come on, Walz. Walz.
It's Walz.
I know it's not Walt. It's Walz.
No, it's Walz. Yeah. I will say, after, because the news for me, I think it broke earlier in the morning, but I just didn't see it for some reason. It was while I was out doing Uber Eats delivery that the text message came through, because the only time I've ever donated to a candidate's campaign was Bernie's. And because he was running as a Democrat at that time, right, it put me on their registry. And so I get text messages consistently. It's annoying. But the text came through while I was driving, and then I was on the phone with Natasha, and I'm like, she did it. She picked Walz, which that's who I was hoping that she would pick as her running mate. I am so sorry that the state of our nation is boring to you.
I was just yawning, okay? Sometimes you just gotta let the yawns flow.
It's a really rather exaggerated yawn.
It's good. Stretch your mouth.
Oh, I know.
But you need to stretch your mouth. It gets tense.
People used to yawn really emphatically. Remember he did a big old stretch and yawn with it, and it was so loud. Yeah, it was loud.
He was starting the new Jurassic Park.
Yeah. But I just say it gives me hope. Yeah.
Not to be ironic.
No, it's because you look.
No, because his daughter's named Hope.
Oh, his daughter's name is Hope?
That's because he was infertile.
Right.
And then when
IVF,
they finally,
yeah.
And then they finally got a daughter, they named her Hope.
Which,
this dude is the ultimate pick against the Republicans is insane.
And for the record, I'm not a Democrat.
This is like the Doctor Strange Infinity War. There was
Yeah.
one
The
possibility.
one possibility, yeah, and they found it.
Walz.
And it's, I don't know, it's just especially because he's from the Midwest and we've lived in the Midwest before.
Yeah.
It's to have it's sad to say that I don't think he considers himself a progressive, but the fact that you made breakfast and lunch at schools free for all of your children across the state, the fact that he did a land back deal in that state, that I don't know if you know this, and that he put tampons in all of the bathrooms.
No, I pretty much caught up everything.
It's stuff that shouldn't be. I don't feel like that should be progressive. I feel like that's just human decency and kindness.
It's funny because a certain side, he calls that radical, and it's crazy, as opposed to like not feeding kids. That's unradical. Like, what?
Right.
That's crazy.
I forgot he did something about, what was it he said? I don't remember. I think it was about school lunch. Like he's like, we don't have the 10 Commandments in our schools, but they're gonna be fed.
Yeah.
Like everything that he has implemented in the state of Minnesota has been, again, what another side would call progressive, but I don't feel like it's progressive. It's just
human
doing
decency.
The right thing, because we do live in a country with all this exorbitant wealth, and nobody in this country should be homeless. Nobody in this country should be without food, and nobody in this country should be without healthcare. Like that, it's just kind of stuns me when people act like feeding and taking care of people is like the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
Especially when a certain group of people follow a religion that literally the head of that religion was like, that's what you should do.
Yeah.
Like Jesus literally taught people for free, fed people for free, healed people for free. Like, I don't know. It's weird to me. And it was just nice to see that maybe it gives me some hope for the agenda. I don't have huge hope. And yes, I get that she is part of an administration that is funding a genocide. I do understand that. I will also point out that the moment after Biden stepped down and he propped her up and delegates started getting behind her, within like 2 days, she was calling for an immediate ceasefire. Like, I don't know. There's just, I can't, when what's on the line is dictatorship versus a chance to move forward.
Yeah.
I can't in good conscience vote third party. What I can do though is focus on down ballot, where that's where the things that really matter. Your state and local elections are actually what's most important. Yes, not that the presidency isn't important, because look what happened with the Supreme Court. But just to let you know, there's also like judges get elected through elections as well. And those are your state and local elections. So I think all of the seats in the House are up. And so it's just really, really important that people vote. I was watching a TikTok a few days ago where a guy like broke down in Texas, in the state of Texas, how if the majority of if all of the registered Democrats, right, had come out to vote during the Cruz Abbott election, I'm sorry, Beto, the Cruz Beto election, if not all of them, if only just if the ones that had sat out, if only 3%, I think it was, or it's like a small percentage, had actually showed up to the polls, he would have beat Abbott. Cruz would have beat Abbott. The same with Beto would have beat Abbott, and then he also would have beaten Cruz.
Yeah. Like
both elections. And so it's just a reminder that it's hard, especially in a state that we're in, which seems like it's very red, even though it's getting closer and closer to purple, that your vote doesn't matter because of the Electoral College. But literally, if we all went out and voted, it would matter. The goal is, for me, is seeing somebody like Harris and Walz get there and voting down ballot and voting in progressives that will move us towards, hopefully in my lifetime, but surely in yours, where we get rid of the two-party system and we do away with the electoral college, and so that the person who gets the most votes actually wins. And so like there's no guess about that, you know?
Yeah.
And then also like it's time for a woman to lead. Like men have had a really long time at this. Let's give, other countries have done it. We're behind in that way. Like, so I don't know. Sorry, I just went on a like whatever rant.
That's important.
It bothers me when people that look like me are still advocating third party.
Yeah.
Because, and knowing that there are children that look like me as well, they think they won't be affected.
Affects everybody.
Yeah. Sorry.
I like to imagine that if there is a heaven, not
Oh my
really
God.
religious, but if there is a heaven, it's just Sean Evans and you're going to do the Hot Ones challenge. And if you
What?
survive, that dictates whether you go to heaven or hell.
Well, I'm not going to heaven then. I'm not going to survive.
I don't know. Why I love that. Like,
Why would you think that?
I'm
That
on,
sounds
I'm
horrible.
on my deathbed. I wake up, the pearly gates are open, and then it just turns black, and the table rolls up with 12 wings.
It's not just that
I'm Sean Evans.
You're not just surviving
Welcome to
the
heaven or
wings.
hell.
You're surviving the questions too while you're eating the wings.
Traditionally, on the last wing, we like to do a last dab. If you don't do it, you probably go to hell.
That's.
I don't know.
You're sentencing your mother to hell. I'd be 3 wings in and done. You know that.
That's a funny thing because I was like, I mentioned how I want to like try like Nigerian food or Ethiopian food or like even Indian food. And I was thinking about like I want to try that with you, but like they got some spicy stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can handle it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, my autistic ass cannot. Like you know that. But also there's reasons, you know.
Yes.
Like very traumatic reasons why I struggle with like hot and not. It's not like I can't do any spice because you know I do spice. Like, but like it.
You put some pepper in your food.
Okay, I put
I'm
more
joking,
than that. You
I'm
need
joking.
to stop. I'm saying like I do.
Hey, but don't underestimate you guys. Okay, sound like Biden.
That's all, folks. I don't know what's happening.
If you like accidentally put too much pepper in your food and you don't realize it,
So it's a lot.
it's like
yeah.
it hurts. It's like a flash grenade.
I forgot to bring something in to mess with, and now I'm making myself bleed.
I'm sorry.
I like one of my stems is picking at my skin, or hopefully having something in my hand. But then the reason I didn't bring it in was I forgot it, but B, I also noticed like on the episodes that I look down a lot, and so then it looks like I'm not interested in what you're saying, which isn't the case.
Yeah.
I'm just fiddling with something in my hands.
Yeah.
But anyhow, thanks for sending me to hell.
Yeah. Welcome.
Super awesome. Glad you're gonna make it to heaven, and we just will be apart.
Who knows?
For eternity.
The only sauce I've ever done is the bomb, which is not even the hottest sauce anymore. It has been for years, but that was tough. It was rough.
Also, you're gonna make it to heaven. You're gonna be like shitting the whole time you're in there because you had all those hot sauce.
It's just like before you get to heaven, like you stop at a bathroom. And it's like a golden toilet.
And then you never have to poop again. That'd
God,
be amazing.
I hate pooping. Bro, humans would be so much more advanced if we didn't have to shit. I swear on everything.
Or pee, honestly.
Both, but extremely poop. Think like, imagine like we're watching Olympics. Imagine I wonder how many Olympians didn't get a medal because they have bad bowel movements.
Yeah.
Like they ate something the wrong day and like,
Well, no, like somebody was pointing out that like there's.
I'd be so scared, worried what I'm eating.
There's definitely Olympic women there that are on their period.
That is crazy.
And what if your period hit? Well, also because when you're an elite athlete like that, because your body fat gets so low, you don't have them.
Yeah.
So like, but sometimes because you haven't
had
them.
For some of the sports.
Listen, so sometimes when you haven't had them for a really long time, and you'll have omega ones, like they're like, how awful would it be if that hits when you're at the Olympics? Like, because that could mean you missing out on a medal.
Awful. Or, I like to put a nice spin on everything. Badass, and it happens right when you're winning gold. And like, it'd be like, you know the bleachers were like these sites would be like, blank and blank won gold while on their period.
Yeah.
It's like what? No, is it Noah Lyles? What's the runner?
No, yeah, I think that's his name.
He won because he's like dyslexic, ADHD.
Asthmatic. The fact that
asthmatic.
he's asthmatic is what's impressive to me.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to go with because you have ADHD, that probably actually made you better, at least as far as like your natural just like anxiety is like, it makes you go.
But
it also makes
like
you clumsy.
Yeah.
Like there's when we were watching hurdles earlier, I was like, there's no way I could ever do that. I'm far too clumsy.
Yeah.
Like also because I like suck at running.
And like you, no offense, but you are short. I don't think short people can do hurdles. Like even like I think there's like
the hurdles probably come up like to my chin.
The hurdles are tall.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. It still weirded me out. I was telling Dakota earlier today when we were at the gym, like there was at least 2 or 3 women that went by me, like real near me, that were vastly shorter than me. And I am so short that it weirds me out when people are shorter than me. Like it makes me uncomfortable. I don't know how tall people do it.
What, live?
Yeah, like exist with people being shorter than you.
Sadly, a lot of them don't live for long.
Oh God, you don't have to make it sad.
Not being sad, I'm just being realistic.
Oh my God, now I just realized that Andy and Dad are passed. But not because they were tall.
You just realized?
Well, I meant like in context to that. But yes, that is a side effect of ADHD.
They're taller than average, but they weren't like tall.
Well, I'm saying like 6 foot, so like.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But that's not why they died. They weren't like very, very tall.
No, he's got cancer.
Yeah. Anyhow, sorry. That went.
You're saying that like there's a certain topic we're talking about that got
no, but it like got really sad for a second.
Oh.
And I was trying to like not be sad.
I try that every day.
But yeah, the Olympics have been great. I feel like it's gonna feel weird when it's over, which I think is it this week is the last week.
I think so.
Like I was telling Nicole the other day, I got really into a badminton tournament, and we didn't even have skin in the game. Like it was 2 other I forgot. What's it? Oh, Malaysian. It was the Malaysian guy I think that won gold, and I forgot who the other guy was, from what country he was from. I want to say India, but I'm not sure. But it just like was really intense. I wasn't expecting that. Because I always think of badminton as like a leisurely sport.
It's just like a lot of old people play it, but it's like.
Oh my God. I wonder how long it's going to be before pickleball is in the Olympics.
It's probably not going to be that long. I don't know how they would do that, like with the camera and everything, and there'd be no audience.
Is racquetball in the Olympics?
Oh, I was thinking of racquetball.
I don't know if it is.
Yeah, I was thinking racquetball. I forget what pickleball is.
No, it's the one like it's outside, like, and it's like a short net, but like.
I vaguely know.
I don't know. I was listening to Craig Ferguson's podcast again today and forgot whoever the guy is that was on. Whoever he was talking to is talking about that he played pickleball once, and the first time he played it, he broke his foot so bad that he still, like 2 years later, he still has like problems with it. Just like had a surgery 2 weeks prior to this podcast interview. Like, yeah. So I guess it gets dangerous. I feel like there's something in my nose.
Probably.
I mean, there's probably a lot of things.
It'd be concerning if there wasn't. Just like empty ass nose.
I wonder what that would feel like. Very, like, probably uncomfortable because it'd be super dry.
We smell like everything.
I already do. Like, unfortunately, but or fortunately sometimes. But anyhow, yeah, the Olympics have been great, and I think we're still ahead.
Yeah, we are
on them
by 2 medals. I think.
Yeah, on gold, but I mean overall for sure.
Yeah,
like I think they were talking about like we're vastly ahead of everybody overall, but that's also because like we send so many people.
Yeah,
so we're hedging our bets.
The largest countries. So.
Yeah.
I have nothing in my brain, so like,
I'm done.
If you're done, then this is a done episode.
No, what do you mean you have nothing? You have something.
I have a lot of things going on in my brain,
okay,
but not all of them are interesting.
You don't know. They could be.
They could be. They could
Maybe.
be not. Did you see the dude who commented on our slushy thing? What does that have to do with anything? He got so mad over me saying slushies is.
I already responded back.
I just responded too. I was like, slushies might be a little like. I basically the objective of what I was saying was I really haven't had slushies since I was a kid, and I just think slushies you kind of forget about them as you grow older, and you don't have them as much.
Yeah, because you're not.
And he got so mad. Like this dude was the town mayor of Slushyville. Like he came out the womb holding and drinking a slushie. Like a slushie saved his baby. Like I was coming for slushies. Like I was what?
Well, and like I said, you tell me you didn't watch the whole video without
And the
telling
caption
me.
literally said, "I'm be needing a slushie because
Yeah.
it's so hot outside."
I know. I think people just like immediately hear like a
The narrative-
snippet and
the
then
narrative
go with
you-
it.
Have to compile or compose in your brain to be so upset about anything negative talked about a slushie is wild. What loopholes did you go through?
Well, here's my thing is like, so when you're commenting on a video, right? A lot of the times, if you don't pause it, you're still hearing it, right?
Yeah.
So like, while you're commenting, did you not hear the rest of the take on that? Like, that's what I'm confused on.
My thing with comments, and like I know it's like not like, of course comments and words hurt, and you'll never like, most people it's hard to dismiss that, right? But a way I get around like ignoring a comment that's unuseful, unproductive, or just hateful is I just imagine them writing it. Like you really just took the time. Like I just imagine them with their phone, like, I'm gonna say something mean. Like,
you know, every time I think about it, I don't write hateful comments.
who takes the like it's like
mainly because I just don't want to waste the energy.
Yeah, that's what honestly, if you say something bad about me on the internet, I'm glad I took up some of your lifespan.
There's 30.
If there was a
right
percentage chart of what your life was spent as, I'm part of it, and you wasted it on me.
I mean, I guess I'll start to say, I mean, because most of the negative comments have been about me.
I've had some negative
You've had
comments.
some, but I always like rush in real. I don't.
Surprised because I am the colored one on this.
Yes, I mean you can say that. I can't.
They don't call them collared people.
What is that from? What is that from?
It's from The Office.
Thank you.
Collard greens.
Oh yeah. I don't fucking play when it comes to you. Every person that's ever said anything, like I'm immediately in there. Like, again, there's kids from elementary school that I still have a resentment towards that either looked at you the wrong way, said something stupid or whatever. And I don't feel bad about that. I don't think that makes me less of an adult. It makes me just very human and very much a mother that cares about her child.
I'm sorry I'm yawning so much.
I mean, it's not helping with me feeling like what I'm saying is productive.
Yawns.
Okay.
Why'd you gave me the stank face for yawning? How dare you? How dare you?
It was the way you said yawn while you were doing it.
Like while I was yawning?
Like you were winding down robot.
Because that's what yawning indicates. You're getting tired.
It's lack of oxygen to the brain, literally.
But also it's when you're sleepy. Am I wrong?
I mean, yes, when you're tired, you can yawn a lot, but you're not always tired when you're yawning.
Well, you're always yawning.
Like now I just yawned because I saw you yawn, so my brain was like, yeah, we need to do that.
Delay yawn.
It was. I really try to fight that.
I swear
I don't like being a follower.
It's like you're so independent. You see someone yawn, you just hold that shit in. You're not gonna make me yawn. Not today.
I don't think you understand the level of stubbornness I have. I mean, you should by now, but yeah.
That's crazy. That's wild. Why? Like,
because I don't like being in any way feeling like I'm being told what to do.
You're like scared that they're like possessing you, that they're out to get you, make you yawn.
No,
like they're like sleeper agents. She's coming around the corner. Shit. Like what?
I don't know. I really have a defiance complex. Like,
for real.
Like it's very strong. The worst thing you can do is tell me to do something. I'm just like, I want to do the opposite of that shit.
How often do you initiate the hang up on a call? Like, do you wait for the other person to hang up first before you hang up?
That's so fucking random.
No, it's not. You just said you're defiant.
Oh, the defiant. Yeah. I don't know. It depends. If it's somebody that I don't want to talk to, then yeah, I'm probably the one who initiates.
Yeah, it's so awkward.
But also, I'm a yapper.
I call like my friends, and like you can tell there's a lull in the conversation, and it's just like, when do we hang up?
Well, the only person I talk to on the phone regularly is Natasha, and we just
Mm,
sit through those.
fair.
Like, it really can go one of two ways. Either I'm like trying to get off the phone as soon as possible with you if I don't like you, right? But also if I don't like you and I don't want to talk to you and I'm very uncomfortable, then like my anxiety kicks in and I get really awkward and I'm like continue to talk.
Mm.
Like extra unnecessarily talking.
Is that still a show?
What?
Extra, extra, extra.
I don't know.
It was that Mario Lopez, right?
Yeah,
Who's the Saved by the Bell?
I don't. Yeah, I
One of
thought
the
he is.
things?
Is that what he's on? I
Yeah,
know he's on Access Hollywood. I think.
or something.
I don't know. I don't watch regular TV anymore.
Yeah, I think that like died.
Well, partially like I used to watch Today Show, and then you took over the TV in the morning, so I don't get to watch that anymore.
Oh, they just told me to put on the Today Show. I just have something on.
I mean, it doesn't like. I just realized that like I was like I have not watched Today Show in like years.
Today Show has who on it?
Hoda Kotb and Savannah Guthrie, like the first
Oh,
part.
I don't know why I was thinking. Yeah, the Today Show. Yeah,
But
Today
that's
Show.
not the part I remember I watched. I would watch what was when it was Hoda Kotb and Kathy Lee. Like so it's what they consider the fourth hour.
Yeah.
Um and then now it's oh my god, what is her name? Savannah Bush. That's with her on that. And I still watched it then, but I don't know, it just veered away from it. So like again, I don't know what's on regular TV. Everything is streaming.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's somewhere on the Peacock app I could find.
I'm sure
that.
Hulu is live TV.
Yeah, that's what we've been watching the Olympics on. Oh wait,
Not
Hulu.
Hulu. Yeah.
Sorry, Peacock. Sorry, they have live TV too.
Yeah.
That's what I watched the speech that Harris and Walz
NBC.
gave. Yeah. Anyhow.
Again, there is.
Oh, I never like. Are you the one that hangs up first?
I just said it's 50-50.
Don't you think that's probably accurate for everybody? No, there's probably some
No.
people that are definitely like, you know, like Archer. This is the sound of me hanging up.
Yeah.
Or no, she says if it sounds like I'm hanging up, then it's gone. Like I think I've actually done that to Tasha before, but that was just because like our calls kept getting dropped. And I was eventually just getting frustrated.
You ever like you order food from a restaurant and when you're done, like you say, like, love you.
No. Like, I don't know if I've done it at a restaurant.
And do you want that steak done medium or medium well? Medium well. Of course. Thank you, love you. Like what?
I don't know if I've said that one, but I think I've done what is it? Have a nice day when you're like leaving, like, no, like when you're not the person working.
I know what you're talking about. When I worked at LA Fitness, I would like tell everybody who's coming in when they check in, right, to work out. I would say, "Have a nice workout."
Yeah.
And I swear on everything, at least 50% of them said,
Oh,
"You
yeah.
too."
Yeah.
As if
Yeah,
I'm not
that's what
standing
it
at the
is.
desk in front of a computer.
Yeah.
Like I have like a treadmill, like I'm walking on while I'm like lifting
It's just-
dumbbells. Like I get, but no, you know what that shows? People are just it's instilled to just say like a thing they think is polite. Like they don't actually mean it. That's showing that means I know you don't actually care about what I'm doing because you just responded with something that doesn't make sense. Which I'm not like mad. I'm just saying like if you actually cared any bit about like my day or anything like that, you would like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say have a good workout to the person who's obviously not working out. Your silence is making me feel unjustified, and I don't appreciate it.
I mean, I don't have anything to add to that. Like, yeah, sure, I guess. I mean,
It's a podcast, Mom. There has to be some back and forth.
I have done a lot of talking.
That's a speech, not a podcast. I've done a lot of talking myself. Now, I'm not talking anymore. That's how this conversation works.
You haven't done that to me in this episode alone.
I ask questions.
Literally, when I was talking about Kamala and Walz, right? Like, I went on for a while, and you added nothing to that.
Well,
And even when I was done, you were like, it's important, and that was it.
Here's the difference.
What's the difference?
I had nothing that could be useful to give to what you were saying because you're already hitting the notes.
What all am I
Mine
gonna
was
add
more
to this?
of an opinion-based thing, and yours was just stating facts.
Okay, What? No. I mean, yes, there were facts, but there was also opinions in that. I mean, but my point is, what am I going to add to that? I already said, yeah, like I get it. Like sometimes you do say things just automatically
It
because
wasn't the silence, it was the look.
honestly, I was zoning out. Like,
I know.
ADHD. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know life. I like that. Man, I love a good zone out. Like, just stare out into nothing for like a good 5 minutes.
It's good until your intrusive thoughts start coming in.
My intrusive thoughts are always there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fair. So when you're like zoning out, you're always intrusively thinking.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know if it's always intrusive, but they're there a lot. Like,
yeah.
And also, like, my brain just never shuts up. So.
Yeah, bro, my brain needs to be quiet sometimes. It never runs out of battery.
Andy had a quiet mind.
I wonder what that's like.
I don't know. It's just, again, like when I'd ask him, like, didn't you ever think about what your place in this world is? And he was like, no.
That's why I don't know how to, like, the idea of meditation is so surreal to me.
Well, actually, like,
I don't know how to clear my mind.
It's a myth that you have to clear your mind to meditate.
I think, so you just have to like, focus on, like, very select few things.
Just have to sit and let your mind wander. But, like, actually.
I'll be meditating all the time then.
I know, right?
I'll be wondering.
I was like, what do you think disassociation is?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, but like purposeful. I don't know. I don't do meditation because, again, it's a struggle for me to sit still and be still, and unless I'm frozen in fear, and then I definitely will do that. There was something I was gonna say, but I just like completely forgot.
You forgot? You forgot.
Did I say it wrong?
No.
Oh. Why would I say words wrong a lot? Not
like
because I don't know them.
I just gaslighted you into saying like speaking wrong.
I don't know. Like because my brain goes so fast, like my mouth doesn't like know how to keep up with it. So sometimes words come out weird. And it's not because I'm uneducated or any of that stuff, but just also I'm tired. Fuck. Like consistently tired. Again, more and more Post Malone's tattoos make sense.
Yeah.
Like, I still not where I would have put them, but I feel the sentiment. I was thinking earlier today, I was like, we should get, remember we talked about like getting tattoos, matching ones? Like, we should get sloths.
No.
Okay.
I want a sloth of my own.
Rude.
I'll get a sloth tattoo that matches you, but I don't want you to have a sloth with me. I want cause I already have like an own idea for my sloth. I'm sorry, it's my body.
Yeah, you're fine. I don't want a tattoo. I don't even know what you mean. You can get one of your own. Like what?
Like
I didn't say we'd have the exact same sloth.
I don't know. Maybe it's my inherent need to want to feel different.
Okay.
Well, I'm not getting one anytime soon, so I'm.
Oh yeah, they're expensive.
Well, and that's not why, but that is a big reason. That's not the main reason I was thinking. Just don't want one right now.
I desperately want one.
Like I want one, but not right now.
No, I would take one right now.
Okay, there's a difference between someone who's had tattoos and is older versus someone who hasn't had tattoos.
Yeah.
And is younger.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember something from group that they would say it's fatally cool and something unique. And also like when you were talking about like I don't want something like you. It's what it made me think of. I don't remember what the thing was before unique. Now it's bugging me. Sorry. But that's what I was like. That's why if it looked like I was wondering, it was me like trying to go through the like file cabinet in my brain. Like, where is that information? It got tossed out for probably some TV show quote. I mean, it'll be a good TV show quote, but
yeah.
Anyhow.
It's the problem. I naturally can sit in silence, but this is not what the
well, no, we can't do that on a podcast.
Like I don't know what to talk about. Like I don't know. My brain's like.
Is it mushy?
It's not mushy. My brain knows what it's thinking, but I think the other part of my brain is like, I don't know if like what I'm thinking is like particularly even interesting whatsoever. And I know I just said that. It's just like,
Well, let's give it a try. We'll see.
all I'm thinking about right now is like, I'm tired. I
Okay,
also
well,
wanna
no, that's not
I
interesting.
wanna eventually like do like get the streaming starting.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
uh I don't know.
So, yes, and like just to-do list stuff.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
I think that's like some OCD. Like, I think a lot of my time, my brain is like wired to think of what I have to do next.
Yeah.
And either I do that thing or I get so overwhelmed that I get frozen.
Yeah, that's what my ADHD brain does.
See, I don't know what I have. I really don't know what I have.
Yeah. Besides OCD.
Depression. Oh,
Depression. Sorry, now I'm thinking about what's his name.
I got depression. I'm gonna do my balls in some $1,000 dressing. Cause I got depression.
Shout out mental health. I sent that to Natasha a while back. I was just die laughing because you know she watches Abbott,
Yeah.
which reminds me, yes, we still need to watch the last few episodes of that season. She was just like, okay, what is this? I'm like, I don't know, what it's hilarious. Like, what goes on in his mind? I mean, I guess he tells us.
Yeah.
It's pretty spelled out. I don't know where we at.
What time wise?
Yeah, we can like wrap it up if you
36.
Well, I guess we need like at least 10 more minutes.
I guess.
I don't want to make it. That's not even a real time because like that. Whatever.
Like
we need to start coming in with topics. See, this is why I like topics.
Yeah.
Because it's a jumping off point and it gives us something to think about. Like,
I don't know. I've just been like very stressed these past couple of days, and I know like I say that all the time, but like my mind's been elsewhere. It's not stressed. My mind's been very much elsewhere.
yeah.
You know, like these feel like the things I need to do all the time. But I don't know.
I don't know. I talked to Aunt Kelly last night about the pick, right? About the election. Because she was considering not voting at all. And I was like, this is before, right? Because she's like, what's the point? We're here in Texas, like, what's the point? And their thinking is, let Trump back in office so that he can't ever run again.
That's the
and I'm like, literally, the evidence we have is that he will not leave because he tried to not leave before. And the only thing that stopped us from that was literally Mike Pence. And like, here's the thing. When Trump and Pence first like started running, remember I said, I'm not so terrified of Trump, although I definitely should have been. I'm terrified of Pence because I knew his record in Indiana. I knew this man knew how to get things passed that deeply affected people. He shut down so many Planned Parenthoods that STDs went on the rise in that state.
Well, it's just like, it's what I'm looking at is like someone saying they don't want to vote or they're voting third party who like has a head on their shoulders and obviously knows that Trump being elected again would be pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's like if you were to see bullying going on in school, like there's this kid who is bullying this other kid. He's like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. When school's over, he'll stop bullying them.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
They're going to continue to do it because that's their agenda.
Yeah. And my thing
is, it's ridiculous for you to be a bystander.
Well, I just reminded her, like, hey, the only thing that stopped him from leaving that office was that Mike Pence grew a backbone, right? And literally, Trump ordered or suggested, you can say it however you want to say it, to his people that terrorized the Capitol to find Pence and hang him. Who he has now as his running mate has no spine. So if Trump were to get in office, we would not be able to get him out without like a literal revolution. Like, I don't know what that would look like. And I don't want to take that chance. And so, I mean, that's like, I called her because I wanted to make sure she, like, you know, because she was hesitant. I'm like, hey, this is blah, blah, blah. This is his record. It gives me some hope for that. And remember that down ballot is what's most important, right? And then she went on about how dad would have voted for Trump. And I'm sorry. No, he would not have. What father did you know?
Also, what does that mean? Because someone else voted for somebody. if you are
No, she's
basing,
not
I
saying
know,
that's
I'm
who
just
she
saying
would
like
vote
this
for.
is in general. Like people like you shouldn't really. It's bad to base people like who you want to vote for because of someone else's opinion and not your opinion of the candidates
Well, not looking at the
and look at the whole
facts.
picture.
Yeah. The only thing is, yes, our father was a Republican, right? Which still just kind of blows my mind because he did not present us such. Definitely not what this party has become. And I don't think that he would have even the first time, mainly because our dad was kind. He was a genuinely kind person. He say some stuff hurtful because he was very blunt, yes, but he was never with ill intent. And I don't think I think the mocking of the disabled reporter would have been like, nope, I'm not even chancing. That guy's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, and then all of the stuff that came afterwards, like sometimes I'm like, did we know the same father? Because I just don't think that he would have done that. I mean, and I know he wouldn't a second time. There's no way. Not after everything that happened. Like, I don't know. It's just because a lot of people are comparing Walz. Like, I saw a TikTok about a woman, I think she's millennial, like maybe a young millennial, right? Talking about how Walz reminds her of what her dad would still be if he had not got sucked into the cult of MAGA. And so, like, she was legitimately tearing up. I mean, like, it's caused a divide. And, there's a video of Walz talking about, like, we can't even go to Thanksgiving dinner without our uncle saying some weird shit. Like, it's this thing has torn families apart, it has divided a country. And I'm not saying that Harrison Walz will be the answer to everything. I know they're not going to be. I don't have those kind of hopes. I have a hope that they could actually win and save us from a dictatorship. And then that gives us more time to continue to work towards what we would like for our country to look like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just went on that because it's still like kind of been bugging me that she would think that our father would be like that. I'm like, that's not the person I knew. Like, there wasn't a racist bone in his body, like, at all. My mom, on the other hand, looking back, realized there was a lot of microaggressions that came out of her mouth. But also, she's a sociopath, so checks out. Sorry.
You're good.
I was just trying to help here.
I'm sorry.
I know. We're coming in with a topic next week.
Yeah.
Because I think even though you're like, I don't like to be constricted by a topic.
Well, no, I
think it helps because it gives us something to, like I said, a sounding off point. It's not like when we do have a topic, we completely stay on topic.
No, yeah.
Like, I don't know how to do that to save my life. Like, literally, if somebody had a, pew pew to my head and said, you have to talk about this one thing for like 15 minutes and not go off topic.
You could.
No.
Bob's Burgers.
Okay, Bob's Burgers. I could probably do an hour.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
I don't know. I still feel like I'd go somewhere.
I don't know.
Anyhow, I guess we'll wrap it up since you're so tired. And
well,
I'm just saying.
Don't put the blame on me.
It is the blame on you. You're
we'll
exhausted. And I feel like I'm pulling teeth to get you to be engaged in the conversation.
There's just just some days where I'm just not feeling it, and like I enjoy the conversation. Just like I'm not like as I don't know engaging, I guess, and not engaging, but I'm. You know what I'm trying to say.
There's no give and take right now.
No, it's just like I'm not feeling like I have anything to provide, and I've been having rough day.
I'm sorry.
I just heard Jay-Z in the background.
Huh?
In the commercial.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's fine. We might cut this part.
I'm not gonna cut this part. I don't care.
I don't know.
Our real viewers will watch the end of this, and I won't make this a clip.
Oh, you won't make this a clip?
Because I have so many others to get to.
You do, yeah.
That was a long episode.
I don't know. We promise next week we'll have a topic so that it helps us stay the course.
Yeah.
And gives us more to think about.
And engage it's not like you're paying for a movie ticket.
Yeah, this is free for now.
Free. I'm just trying
to free for now.
Half hour to hour of your time. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed rocking with us. That sounded so like white.
like, I don't understand.
I hope you enjoyed rocking with us on 106.8. The heat. Like, the heat.
I'm sorry. There was another TikTok where they were talking about Tim Walz is the kind of guy that's like, he goes to a restaurant, and he has his dinner and cleans his plate.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And they say, it looks like I didn't enjoy it. Like, I really hope there are some dad jokes that come out of this too, because I love a good dad joke. But anyhow.
All right. We'll wrap it up.
All right.
I love you. I said I'm wrapping it up. Every time I say wrapping it up, you're like...
It's the way you said I love you.
I hate you. Eat dirt.
Whatever. Just saying, you looked less than enthused about it.
Do you want me to lay it out? I'm tired. I feel bad about myself, and I have to pee.
Don't say it like that. You know what? That's the second time today he's purposely guilted me.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
You did it earlier this morning.
To the back.
To the back.
To the back.
To the back.
Podcast.